I'm in an alley off of 10th Street where business owners say people aren't throwing away their trash the right way. As you can see behind me, the dumpsters are starting to fill up with trash, causing quite a stench and leakage problems in the morning. As I've been following this story, the city has been starting to take steps towards a solution. Another staff shakeup in Washington. This time it's Steve Bannon looking for a new job. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lydia Nusbaum. The controversial chief White House strategist is leaving the Trump administration. I'm in front of the Michael Brown Memorial where people have been visiting all day. This is near where he was shot, which caused protesters to burn some of the businesses in the area. One way to seal your window is to buy a rubber window seal like this one and place it on a metal part of your window where you feel the air coming out. I'm at Prescott Drive where neighbors found several cars down this street broken into Thursday morning. I'm live at Pizza House where Sarah Walsh supporters are keeping a close eye out for the election results. There are about 100 people in the room. They're chatting and eating pizza. President Trump spoke in Springfield today about tax reform at the manufacturing company just behind me. He was talking about kickstarting his campaign on reforming the tax code today. Lieutenant Governor Mike Parson, Governor Eric Greitens, and Congresswoman Vicky Hartzler were just some of the lawmakers that were there today at the speech. The crowds are going crazy today as Sarah Walsh has won the 50th district election. She's actually here with me right now. Thank you, Ms. Walsh, for joining me today. How are you feeling right now?
Just in the clouds, just wonderful.
The city and the Downtown Community Improvement District have been meeting with business owners to try and solve the problem, but there aren't any firm solutions in place yet. Now, the city has a couple of solutions that they could do. First, they could try and change the ordinance to make sure that people use trash bags. The other solution is they can go around and educate people on the proper way to dispose of their trash in Greece. Now, the CID sent out this letter to business owners encouraging them to dispose of their trash the right way during the day and at night. Reporting live in downtown Columbia, Lydia Nusbaum, KOMU 8 News.
Earlier today, the Columbia Police Department tweeted out a warning to citizens reminding them to lock their car doors. This is a photo showing the number of reports of car burglaries just since the month of June in Columbia. KOMU 8's Lydia Nusbaum is live in Columbia with what burglars look for.
I'm at Prescott Drive where neighbors found several cars down this street broken into Thursday morning. One woman says she found her neighbor's car with a busted window and later found out a wallet had been stolen from this vehicle. She says she saw at least 4 other cars with trunks and car doors wide open.
So there was a couple of cars, like I said, that had doors open, and so it looked like they're literally just kind of open and see whose cars are unlocked to see if they have anything.
The Columbia Police Department says people usually just walk down the streets trying to open any car door they can to steal valuables. They say these crimes are more likely to happen with places with higher student populations. Reporting live in Columbia, Lydia Nusbaum, KOMU 8 News.
KOMU 8's Lydia Nusbaum has been working on this story for 2 months. She joins us live downtown to tell us what's going on and also what the city might do about it.
I'm in an alley off of 10th Street where business owners say people aren't throwing away their trash the right way. As you can see behind me, the dumpsters are starting to fill up with trash, causing quite a stench and leakage problems in the morning. As I've been following this story, the city has been starting to take steps towards a solution. Day after day, the Iron Tiger employees mop the floor nearly 3 times a day. It's a problem they've been mopping up for nearly 3 months. A grease problem.
River of grease coming out of that alleyway down 10th Street and into the stormwater drains. It's really gross. You know, you're seeing grease, you're seeing flies, you're seeing vermin.
And it all goes back to this. Where there once used to be a trash compactor, there are now 6 trash bins, leaking grease and food waste as the garbage truck squeezes the trash.
Now we have people tracking grease in from that, and we're trying to keep a sterile environment. It's kind of difficult. Yeah, we're scrubbing it whenever we see it.
Sensentoffer says once his daughter even fell in the grease.
It really irked me, I guess. I kind of had an angry dad moment.
The city replaced a trash compactor similar to this one with 6 trash bins. The compactor used to be on private property when the owner says it would leak grease and then wash into her business. The city originally had these 6 dumpsters spread out around the alley, but someone kept moving them.
We come out and service them, and if we move them, then they tend to move back to the east end of the alley by somebody.
Now, all 6 are against the Iron Tiger, creating a smell everyone wants out of the area.
I think my biggest concern as the manager of the shop is, are people going to want to walk by that? The smell on the site is not great at all, and are people going to want to walk by that to come into our business?
The nature of the smell and the grease buildup in the alley there that people, walking down 10th Street is going to see. It's just not a very attractive sight.
Owners say the problem starts when restaurants dump food into trash bins without trash bags.
I've seen an open box full of old produce that's just definitely not being contained in an appropriate manner.
The current city ordinance does not necessarily require business owners to put trash in trash bags, but it does prohibit dumping grease. To get rid of grease, restaurants need to hire a separate contractor, which means some restaurants aren't following regulations.
If you're not disposing of your grease correctly, if you're not disposing of your wet garbage correctly, if it's not in a sealed bag whenever you put it in the trash can, then it's gonna bring along all sorts of nasty stuff.
It's a problem business owners have been speaking with the city about for weeks. The city and the Downtown Community Improvement District have been meeting with business owners to try and solve the problem, but there aren't any firm solutions in place yet. Now, the city has a couple of solutions that they could do. First, they could try and change the ordinance to make sure that people use trash bags. The other solution is they can go around and educate people on the proper way to dispose of their trash and grease. Now, the CID sent out this letter to business owners encouraging them to dispose of their trash the right way during the day and at night. Reporting live in downtown Columbia, Lydia Nusbaum, KOMU 8 News.
Up at a meeting on Tuesday. Should mention we got this story from a tip. If you have something that you would like us to investigate, you can email me at target8@komu.com.